Also reported that President Trump told the owners of the Washington Commanders that he wants their new stadium to be named in his honor. So say hello to the Dementia Dome.
NBC News reporter accidentally got a butt-down voicemail from Rudy Giuliani in which he talks about overseas deals, Joe Biden, and then asked for a few $100,000. Man, what the hell happened to Rudy Giuliani? I'm in New York. I remember Giuliani coming out on TV during 9/11, so calm and measured, and he told us not to worry. And now I watch him on TV, and I'm like, wait, did this guy even understand what was going on then? Or was he like Forrest Gump in Vietnam? Somehow Giuliani went from the mayor of 9/11 to the 9/11 of mayors.
Trump defended the border agents, saying they use safe tear gas. Wait, there's been safe tear gas this whole time? Boy, black people are going to be upset when they find out about this.
An American Airlines pilot reported that during a flight over New Mexico, he saw a long cylinder object come close to his plane. Sorry, that was just our engine, said United.
Meanwhile, President Trump is changing things up in Minnesota to calm the recent violence against his poll numbers. Border Patrol official Gregory Bavino, who was incredible in one battle after another. The National Toy Hall of Fame has announced their 12 finalists for this year's class, including Care Bears, Jenga, My Little Pony, and long shot nominee, Matches.
According to one released email, Jeffrey Epstein claimed that he was, quote, the one able to take Trump down, which is pretty big talk for a guy who lost to a bedsheet.
It says, okay, time out. I refuse to read this last joke, not because it's racist, but because there's a black man holding my cue card. It says I can't work like this, so Merry Christmas, homeboy, you're fired. Which he claims that Donald Trump, quote, knew about the girls. It's bombshell news that legal experts are calling duh.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I found out that the odds of us catching coronavirus are about as high as us ending up on Saturday Night Live. And here we are, Colin. So we both gonna catch it. Yeah, we had a good run. I mean, we accomplished a lot, you know. And could you believe we both...
Donuts to prove that their sugary drinks are safe. You know what that means? A push-up contest with Ben Affleck.
The bill ending the government shutdown will fund SNAP through next September. And thank God, because I was this close to donating food. President Trump warned France that if it imposes a tax on U.S. tech companies, the U.S. will retaliate with a tax on French wine. And I gotta admit, it is pretty funny that all of Trump's tariffs are just based on lazy stereotypes. Like if it was Japan, I bet he'd try to tax ninja stars. Or if it was Italy, spaghetti. God forbid it was a black country, he'd probably tax those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Researchers are saying that there is a possibility that people who frequently pick their nose are more likely to develop Alzheimer's. Damn, how deep are y'all digging? That's 0 for 2?
Bernie Sanders announced his plan to legalize marijuana on Thursday at 4:20 because he likes his voters like he likes his taxes high as hell. Hillary Clinton indicated on a recent podcast that she believes presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard is being groomed by Russian intelligence, while Bernie Sanders is being groomed by a leaf blower. Representative Green then apologized for her extensive conspiracy theories, saying, nobody's perfect. Yeah, I don't think perfect is the standard we were holding you to. We would just settle for not violently insane. Nobody's perfect is a cutesy little phrase you say when you accidentally mess up a lunch order. Doesn't really apply when you accuse kids of faking a mass shooting. It's the same reason "did I do that" was Urkel's catchphrase and not OJ's.
It's a cute one. The XFL has unveiled its new uniforms for the league's upcoming season, and to save time, they'll be shipping them directly to Haiti.
According to AT&T Representative Devin Nunes, he spoke with Giuliani associate Lev Parnas on the phone for more than 8 minutes, which, if true, would be the longest call ever completed on AT&T. Reporters in a live stream on Getter, a social media platform popular with Trump allies. Getter is named after what its users say whenever they see a woman walking alone. To explain yourself, okay, the report said you spent thousands of dollars on clothes at stores like Ferragamo. What did you buy at Ferragamo?
This sweater.
You went to Ferragamo and that's what you picked?
Okay, you're a bitch.
All right. It also...
You are.
That was pretty catty of me, I'm sorry.
A luxury candy company in Chicago will soon start selling Ruby chocolate. And they're also going to get sued because Ruby chocolate is my drag name.
Herschel Walker denied allegations from a second woman that he pushed her to have an abortion, saying, "I'm done with this foolishness," which is also what Walker says when he takes off the condom. The woman claims that Walker drove her to an abortion clinic, then waited in the parking lot for hours until she had the procedure. Not only that, while he was in the parking lot, he got 2 more women pregnant.
Southwest Airlines has introduced a new feature on its app that lets passengers track their bags. Southwest, why don't you tell us where your bag is? On his website, truthsocial. I'm going to guess scam, Donald Trump denied reports that he was so depressed after the 2020 election that he stopped eating, saying, quote, "It was not that I was not eating, it was that I was eating too much." Wow, good save. That's like when a rumor went around middle school that I had peed my pants, and I was like, joke's on you, because I actually pooped them. Boeing announced that the head of their troubled 737 MAX program is leaving the company after he was sucked out of an emergency exit. JetBlue and Spirit Airlines announced that they are canceling their planned merger after a federal judge told JetBlue, "Girl, don't." President of the University of Pennsylvania has resigned after appearing to dodge questions about genocide during a congressional hearing on campus anti-Semitism. She will be replaced by literally anyone who knows you say genocide is bad. The whole crazy part is that the whole point during her speech was that free speech on campus should never be punished. And then she was immediately punished for her speech.
A San Francisco panel studying reparations is proposing giving every black resident a one-time payment of $5 million. Well, that's a fantastic idea, said the Gucci store. During the trial of Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes, whose beard is patchier than his eye, prosecutors played a recording of him saying that his only regret about the January 6th attacks was not bringing rifles, which sounds like an obvious confession of guilt, but try looking at things from Rhodes' perspective, with little to no depth perception.
This week, America continued the delicate, sensitive debate over who will play this guy in the Netflix miniseries. After police arrested suspected CEO shooter Luigi Mangione, they found a note on him expressing anger at corporate America. Yet he went to Starbucks before the shooting and then was caught at McDonald's. So perhaps his greatest crime was hypocrisy. Donald Trump also told supporters that if he's elected, he will focus on anti-white racism. Thank God. My people have suffered long enough. Sorry, Che, but time's up.
I knew it was going to come out of you someday.
An attendant on a Frontier Airlines flight helped deliver a passenger's baby while heading to Florida. Because on Frontier, it's not even worth asking if anyone on board is a doctor. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried has been convicted of securities fraud, wire fraud, and illegally making a wig out of a labradoodle. The former cryptocurrency CEO now faces up to 110 years in prison where, ironically, he will be used as an alternative currency. Colin. The World Health Health Organization is changing the name of monkeypox to Mpox due to concerns that the original could be considered racist, which I didn't even really think was an issue, but now I'm just wondering, what's the N in N95? The World Health Organization is changing the name of monkeypox to Mpox due to concerns that the original could be considered racist, which I didn't even really think was an issue, but now I'm just wondering, what's the N in N95? The makers of Barbie have introduced the first ever Barbie with hearing aids. It teaches an important lesson. It doesn't matter if you're deaf as long as that body banging. Jenny Thomas, who's begging you to notice the scarf so she can say, oh, this old thing? Reportedly told the committee that her husband was unaware of her involvement in challenges to the 2020 election, and they never discuss any case before the court. And if there's one thing I believe, it's that this guy doesn't talk to his wife.
President Biden met with Japan's prime minister where they discussed building a new bullet train system in America using advanced Japanese technology. In return, Japan requested the advanced American technology of forks. Kanye West has now been dropped by Adidas, The Gap, Balenciaga, and all bar mitzvah playlists. In the wake of Kanye's anti-Semitic comments, Adidas said it will stop making Yeezy shoes. Fans of Yeezy say it's the worst thing to happen to them since any puddle. Kanye West also abruptly closed Donda Academy, which is a private school that forces parents to sign non-disclosure agreements. Wait, we can do NDAs, said Catholic school priest. McDonald's is releasing a new Grandma McFlurry, which they say tastes like Grandma's favorite treats that she hid in her purse. It's a combination of butterscotch, crunchy candy pieces, and a big black vibrator. Okay. No? I won't do it on air then. McDonald's is releasing a new Grandma McFlurry, which they say tastes like Grandma's favorite treats that she hid in her purse. It's a combination of butterscotch, crunchy candy pieces, and a big black vibrator. Okay. No? I won't do it on air then.
Campaign finance records show that in the last 6 months, the super PACs behind Donald Trump spent $50 million on Trump's legal fees. And that's with the cheapest, worst lawyers on the planet. Can you imagine spending $50 million on the people who just lost you $83 million? I mean, this lawyer did such a bad job in court, I thought her actual name was Overruled Shutdown.
Netflix announced that in July, it will live stream a fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. But the real fight will be Mike Tyson trying to pronounce Netflix. Netflix.
It's hard to do. See? Campaign finance records show that in the last 6 months, the super PACs behind Donald Trump spent $50 million on Trump's legal fees. And that's with the cheapest, worst lawyers on the planet. Can you imagine spending $50 million on the people who just lost you $83 million? I mean, this lawyer did such a bad job in court, I thought her actual name was Overruled Shutdown.
An Apple factory in China is expected to cut production of iPhones by 6 million in response to ongoing worker protests. The workers' main demand is more playtime. I'm shocked too, guys. I'm so shocked. Manhattan congressional candidate Mike Equis starred in his own sex tape in an effort to publicize his campaign. And you know what? I'm going to vote for him because I watched that video and we share a lot of the same positions. A new interview with England's Prince Andrew is being called a total disaster after he said his friend Jeffrey Epstein conducted himself in a manner unbecoming. I don't know. From what I've read, it sounded like he'd be coming all the time. That's terrible, man.
This is interesting. Since Elon Musk took over Twitter, use of the N-word on the site has reportedly jumped 500%. It's the biggest increase in the use of the N-word since the last time I stubbed my toe. The FCC is preparing to criminalize unsolicited robocalls that use AI to impersonate politicians. But you can still impersonate Ted Cruz by shaving a sloth's face.
Kevin Spacey will star in a historical drama about Genghis Khan's grandson. Said Spacey, you had me at grandson.
A passenger on Spirit Airlines was arrested after he repeatedly asked female flight attendants to join the Mile High Club, even though Spirit's airplanes can't get above 300 feet. A passenger on Spirit Airlines was arrested after he repeatedly asked female flight attendants to join the Mile High Club, even though Spirit's airplanes can't get above 300 feet.
Pope Francis ended a Vatican summit by promising the Catholic Church would confront the clergy sex abuse head on instead of their usual way, face down, ass up. Rich parents across the country are reportedly stocking up on black market baby formula, which I assume is formula that was supposed to go to black markets.
Federal officials have charged 2 men for allegedly killing more than 3,000 protected birds, including bald eagles. But on the other hand, best weekend of our lives.
Chicago became the largest U.S. city to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. And in return, Gaza called for a ceasefire in Chicago.
Disneyland's Snow White ride is being criticized because Prince Charming kisses Snow White without her consent while she's asleep, which still isn't as bad as Universal Studios' new Cosby the Ride.
It was announced that Donald Trump's golf courses will host 3 live golf tournaments this year, furthering Trump's ties to Saudi Arabia. Their relationship makes sense. I mean, Saudi Arabia needs venues for their golf tournaments, and Trump needs oil for that big old dump truck.
For the first time ever, 2 brothers will be facing off against each other in the Super Bowl. Incidentally, 2 brothers in the Super Bowl is why my grandfather won't be watching.
On February, man, wow.